Ladies and gentlemen, there's power in those two words, thank you. And I want to talk about that power today. We live in a world where we can often get so caught up in our own lives, our own struggles, our own goals, that we forget to pause and express gratitude. But I'm here to remind you that those two simple words, when spoken with sincerity, have the ability to transform lives. Not just the lives of others, but your own life too. You see, saying thank you isn't just about politeness, it's about acknowledgement. It's about recognizing the effort, the kindness, the love, and the sacrifice of those around us. It's about lifting someone else up with your words, and in doing so, lifting yourself too. Because the act of giving thanks brings us closer together as human beings. It reminds us that we are not alone, that we are connected to a greater community, whether it's our family, our friends, our colleagues or colleagues, or even a stranger who took the time to help us. Let me ask you, when was the last time you truly said thank you? Not just a quick, habitual thanks that you say without thinking, but a heartfelt, deep, meaningful thank you that truly honors the other person. When we do this, we remind the world that kindness and love are not just words, they are actions. They are habits that should be practiced daily. And here's the thing, when you make it a point to show gratitude, it becomes a habit that shapes the very core of who you are. Now, think about the times in your life when someone did something special for you. Perhaps a teacher took extra time to help you understand, a friend supported you through your darkest days, or a stranger helped you when you were in need. How did it make you feel when they went out of their way for you? That sense of appreciation, that feeling of being seen and valued is something we all crave. It fuels us. It gives us purpose. And when we say thank you, we return that feeling. We affirm that their actions were meaningful and we let them know that they matter. But I'll tell you this, thank you is not just something we say to others. It's something we need to say to ourselves. We need to express gratitude for our own journeys, for how far we've come, even when the road was tough. We need to thank ourselves for the strength we've shown, the lessons we've learned, and the resilience we've built. Saying thank you to yourself is about recognizing your own worth. It's about appreciating the person you're becoming. So today I challenge you to say thank you. Say it often and say it sincerely. To your family, to your friends, to your coworkers, and even to strangers. But don't forget to say it to yourself too. Because in a world where so much is uncertain, where we face challenges that seem insurmountable, expressing gratitude is one thing that remains constant. It's a powerful reminder that no matter what we're going through, we have something to be thankful for. Say thank you not just because it's the right thing to do, but because it changes lives. It changes yours, and it changes the world around you. Saying thank you is more than just a social nicety. It's a powerful expression that holds tremendous weight in our interactions with others. In a world that often emphasizes what's next, what we're striving for, what we want to achieve, and what we still lack, it can be easy to forget the importance of acknowledging what we already have. Yet these two simple words hold the power to transform relationships, lift spirits, and foster a sense of connection. When we say thank you, we are doing far more than offering a polite response. We are affirming the value of the other person's actions. We are showing them that their effort or kindness did not go unnoticed, that their contribution made a difference. The significance of these two words lies in the fact that they are not just a reaction to something that's happened. They are an acknowledgement of worth, a recognition of the impact another person has made on our lives, however big or small. The act of expressing gratitude is an acknowledgement of someone else's humanity. It's saying, I see you, I see what you've done, and I appreciate it when we offer a heartfelt thank you. We are acknowledging the other person's time, their effort, and their willingness to engage with us in some way. It is an affirmation of their presence in our lives and the significance of what they have given us, whether it's a physical gift, emotional support, or an act of kindness. This kind of appreciation is transformative because it validates the other person, helping them feel valued and seen in a world where many of us feel invisible or overlooked at times. But the power of saying thank you isn't just about the person on the receiving end. It also deeply impacts the person expressing gratitude. Saying thank you shifts our focus from what we lack to what we have. It pulls us out of a mindset of scarcity where we're always thinking about what's next, what's missing, or what we need to improve upon. By saying thank you, we shift our attention to the present moment and recognize that we are surrounded by goodness and generosity, even in small doses. It invites us to appreciate the fullness of life in the here and now. In a sense, gratitude is a form of mindfulness. When we pause to express thanks, we slow down and appreciate the moment, whether it's someone holding the door open for us, a colleague helping us with a task, or a friend offering emotional support during a tough time. We're not just reacting to the moment, we're savoring it, acknowledging that life is full of small acts of kindness that often go unrecognized. Moreover, saying thank you creates a ripple effect. Gratitude is contagious. When we express our appreciation for someone's actions, it encourages them to continue doing those things. It fuels positive behavior, creating an environment where people feel motivated to help, support, and be kind. When people are acknowledged for their efforts, they feel validated, and this validation encourages them to keep giving. The simple act of saying thank you strengthens the bonds between us, creating a cycle of kindness that perpetuates itself. The power of gratitude can be seen in all aspects of life, work, relationships, community, and even within ourselves. For instance, in a work environment, employees who feel appreciated are more likely to be engaged and motivated. A simple thank you for a job well done can boost morale, foster loyalty, and increase productivity. It shows that their efforts are valued, not just in terms of what they can accomplish, but in terms of their individual worth. When a boss or colleague says thank you, it affirms the person's place within the organization and strengthens their commitment to the team's success. In our personal lives, saying thank you is equally important. Whether it's a spouse, a child, a parent, or a friend, expressing gratitude reinforces the connection we have with others. It shows that we appreciate their presence, their love, and their contributions. These words are often simple, yet they hold a depth of meaning that can strengthen relationships and keep them vibrant over time. When we say thank you to those we love, we not only acknowledge their efforts, but also remind them of their importance in our lives. Gratitude also has the power to shift our mindset. It can help us navigate difficult situations by reframing our perspective. In challenging moments, it's easy to focus on the negative, the things that aren't going well, or the struggles we are facing. But when we take a moment to say thank you, we redirect our attention to what we do have, the people who care for us, the resources available to us, or even the small victories we've experienced. By actively practicing gratitude, we begin to train our minds to look for the good, even in difficult circumstances. The impact of saying thank you can be profound. It fosters an environment of positivity, respect, and empathy. It reminds us that no one is an island. We are all interconnected, and we depend on each other in ways we often take for granted. A simple thank you serves as a reminder that kindness, generosity, and love are valuable and that they are worth acknowledging. It reinforces the idea that we don't just exist in a transactional world where people give and take without recognition, but in a world where we can create meaningful connections through the act of expressing appreciation. Saying thank you is an acknowledgement of our shared humanity. It's a reminder that despite our differences, we all have something valuable to offer. And when we take the time to express our gratitude, we create a culture of respect, kindness, and mutual support. So the next time someone does something for you, no matter how small, don't forget the power of two simple words, thank you. Saying thank you is one of the simplest yet most profound ways to acknowledge the efforts, kindness, and sacrifices of others. In a world where individualism often takes center stage and we can become so focused on our own goals and needs, it's easy to forget that we are not alone in our journeys. We rely on the people around us, whether they are family, friends, co-workers, or even strangers. A simple expression of gratitude reminds us of the support system that surrounds us, and it acknowledges the value that others bring to our lives. Gratitude at its core is an act of recognition. When we say thank you, we are recognizing the time, energy, and thought that someone has invested in us. We are acknowledging that their actions or words have made a difference in our lives. It could be a small gesture like someone holding the door open for us, or it could be a grander act like a friend offering emotional support during a difficult time. No matter the scale, saying thank you is about acknowledging that these actions matter. It affirms the other person's effort and reminds them that they are seen and appreciated. In many ways, expressing gratitude is an acknowledgement of the humanity of others. Each act of kindness, no matter how small, comes from a place of empathy or consideration for another person's well-being. When we say thank you, we are affirming that we understand and appreciate the humanity behind the act. We are recognizing that someone chose to spend their time or resources on us, and in doing so, they have impacted our lives in a positive way. It's a recognition that we are not just isolated individuals, but part of a larger network of human connection. It helps build a sense of community, a sense of belonging, because it highlights the interconnectedness we all share. This recognition doesn't only benefit the person receiving the gratitude, it is equally transformative for the person offering it. When we express gratitude, we are putting our focus on the good in the world, on the things that others have done for us. This shift in perspective is essential in helping us recognize the value in everyday interactions and the small moments of kindness that might otherwise go unnoticed. Gratitude encourages us to focus on the positive, which can create a more fulfilling and optimistic outlook on life. Saying thank you isn't just an acknowledgement of what others have done for us, it's an acknowledgement of the good that still exists in the world. It serves as a reminder that despite our own struggles or challenges, we are surrounded by acts of kindness that are worthy of appreciation. When we express gratitude, we not only acknowledge the efforts of others, but also encourage them to continue those efforts. Positive reinforcement, such as a heartfelt thank you, serves as a powerful motivator. People are more likely to repeat behaviors that are appreciated or acknowledged. This is especially true in the context of relationships, whether personal or professional. When someone knows that their efforts are recognized and appreciated, it boosts their morale and encourages them to continue being supportive, helpful, and kind. This principle is evident in nearly every area of life. For instance, in the workplace, a simple thank you for a job well done can foster a sense of pride and accomplishment, motivating an individual to continue working hard and contributing to the team. In friendships and romantic relationships, expressions of gratitude can deepen emotional bonds and reinforce a sense of mutual respect and care. By saying thank you, we are creating a cycle of kindness that can perpetuate itself. Gratitude also plays a key role in the emotional well-being of both the giver and the receiver. On the receiving end, being thanked makes individuals feel valued. It tells them that their actions matter and that their time and effort are not taken for granted. This acknowledgement is vital for our sense of self-worth. It affirms that we are not simply going through the motions of life, but that our contributions have a tangible impact on the people around us. On the giving end, expressing gratitude fosters feelings of warmth, empathy, and connection. It reminds us that we are part of something larger than ourselves, that our relationships with others are meaningful, and that we are not isolated in our endeavors. It helps us recognize that we are interdependent, that we need others just as much as they need us. In relationships, both personal and professional, saying thank you is essential for maintaining healthy and thriving interactions. In a romantic relationship, expressing gratitude can deepen intimacy and reinforce the emotional bond between partners. When one partner expresses appreciation for the other, it fosters a sense of mutual respect and understanding, making the relationship stronger and more resilient. The same is true in friendships. Saying thank you acknowledges that the other person's presence and actions have value, and it fosters a sense of connection and trust. In the workplace, a culture of gratitude can transform the dynamics between colleagues and leaders. Employees who feel valued are more likely to be engaged, productive, and loyal. A simple thank you from a boss or manager can go a long way in reinforcing a sense of purpose and morale within a team. The power of saying thank you extends beyond close relationships. It can impact our interactions with strangers and people we may not even know well. A kind word of gratitude for a service worker, a neighbor, or even someone who does something small but meaningful can brighten their day. It's easy to overlook the impact of these small interactions, but they matter. They help create an environment where kindness is valued and reciprocated. When we say thank you to someone, even for the smallest gesture, we are contributing to a culture of appreciation and respect. Ultimately, expressing gratitude is not only about acknowledging the actions of others, but it is also about recognizing the shared humanity that binds us all. It's about appreciating the ways in which we are connected, the ways in which we rely on one another, and the ways in which we make each other's lives better. Gratitude reminds us that we are all part of a larger, interconnected web of life, and by acknowledging the efforts of others, we affirm the value of those connections. Saying thank you is not just about politeness, it's about recognition. It's about honoring the people in our lives who contribute to our well-being and reminding them that their efforts matter. It's a simple yet profound way of saying you are seen, you are appreciated, and what you do makes a difference. Saying thank you is a simple gesture, yet its impact can be profound. When we offer genuine gratitude, we are doing far more than just being polite or fulfilling social obligations. A heartfelt expression of thanks carries a weight that reaches beyond the immediate moment, often having a lasting effect on both the person giving thanks and the one receiving it. It has the power to foster positive emotions, strengthen relationships, and create an environment where kindness and appreciation are celebrated. The impact of a meaningful thank you is far-reaching, touching not just the people involved, but the broader context in which the exchange takes place. At its core, a sincere thank you is a recognition of the effort or gesture someone has made on our behalf. Whether it's a favor, an act of kindness, or simply the gift of time, when we offer genuine thanks, we are acknowledging that the action has value. It's not just about the material or practical aspect of what was given, but about the thought, intention, and emotion behind it. For instance, when a friend takes the time to listen to us during a challenging moment, that simple act of attentiveness holds immense value. Saying thank you in this case is an acknowledgement that we feel seen and understood, and that the emotional support offered has made a meaningful difference in our lives. What makes a thank you meaningful is the sincerity behind it. A quick, perfunctory thanks can sometimes feel empty, as if we are simply going through the motions. However, when we take the time to express our appreciation in a way that conveys genuine emotion, it becomes more than just a polite remark. It becomes a moment of connection between two people. Sincerity in expressing gratitude communicates a deeper recognition of the other person's effort, and this recognition is what makes the gesture powerful. When people feel that their contributions are truly valued, it can reinforce their sense of self-worth and deepen their emotional connection with the person offering thanks. It reminds them that their actions matter and that the world they inhabit is one where kindness and effort are acknowledged. Moreover, expressing gratitude is not only about the impact it has on the person being thanked, it also has a positive effect on the person giving thanks. Offering gratitude is an act that requires us to pause and reflect on the positive aspects of our lives. In doing so, we shift our focus from what we may lack to what we have been given. It is easy to become consumed with what we still want or need, but expressing thanks allows us to ground ourselves in the present moment and appreciate what is already here. This shift in perspective is powerful. It helps foster a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. By acknowledging the good that is already present, we build a sense of contentment and fulfillment rather than constantly seeking out more. There's also a psychological component to expressing gratitude that contributes to its profound impact. Research shows that gratitude has a measurable effect on mental and emotional well-being. Studies suggest that individuals who regularly practice gratitude report higher levels of happiness, improved emotional health, and even better physical health. When we say thank you, we engage in an act of positive reinforcement, not just for the person we are thanking, but for ourselves. Gratitude helps reduce negative emotions like envy, resentment, or frustration, and instead encourages us to focus on the positives in our lives. By acknowledging the kindness of others, we enhance our own emotional resilience and cultivate a more optimistic view of the world. This emotional impact is especially significant in our relationships with others. A heartfelt thank you can serve as a foundation for deeper connections, whether in personal relationships or professional settings. In personal relationships, a sincere thank you can strengthen bonds and reaffirm feelings of love and respect. When we take the time to thank our loved ones for their support, care, or even just their presence in our lives, we demonstrate that we do not take them for granted. We reinforce the emotional investment that we share and make it clear that their role in our lives is important. This simple act of acknowledgement can go a long way in fostering mutual respect and trust, which are essential elements of any healthy relationship. In professional settings, saying thank you can also have a profound impact on the dynamics between colleagues, employees, and managers. In the workplace, expressions of gratitude help to build a positive and productive environment. When employees feel appreciated for their contributions, they are more likely to remain motivated, engaged, and committed to their work. A sincere thank you from a manager or colleague reinforces that their efforts are recognized, which boosts morale and job satisfaction. In turn, this can lead to greater collaboration, stronger teamwork, and a more supportive workplace culture. Employees who feel valued are also more likely to go the extra mile, knowing that their contributions will be appreciated. Beyond the immediate effects, a meaningful thank you has a ripple effect that extends to the broader community. When people experience appreciation, it often motivates them to pay it forward, creating a cycle of kindness and generosity. A person who receives heartfelt gratitude is more likely to continue being kind and supportive to others. This creates a positive feedback loop that can influence not only the individuals involved, but also the larger culture in which they operate. Communities where gratitude is actively expressed tend to have stronger social bonds and a greater sense of shared purpose. When people take the time to acknowledge each other's efforts, it fosters a culture of respect and mutual support where kindness is reciprocated and valued. In a world that can sometimes feel divided or impersonal, saying thank you is a reminder that we are all interconnected. It is a small but meaningful way of affirming the contributions of others and of making them feel seen and valued. A sincere thank you transcends the moment and creates lasting impressions. It has the power to uplift both the giver and the receiver, strengthening relationships and contributing to a more compassionate and supportive environment. It is a simple but profound expression of gratitude that can change lives, one thoughtful acknowledgement at a time. Gratitude, when practiced regularly, can become a transformative habit that has the potential to shape our character and how we interact with the world. Saying thank you is not simply a polite gesture. It can be cultivated into a powerful daily practice that influences our mindset, enhances our relationships, and creates a more positive environment around us. Just like any other habit, the more we make a conscious effort to express appreciation, the more it becomes ingrained in our behavior, and the more it transforms the way we see the world and the people in it. This shift from occasional gratitude to a habitual practice of thankfulness can have far-reaching effects on both our personal and professional lives. When we begin to make a habit of gratitude, we start to train ourselves to recognize the positive aspects of our lives. It's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of daily life, often focusing on the things that aren't going well or the challenges we face. We may feel overwhelmed by our responsibilities, stressed by deadlines, or frustrated with setbacks. In these moments, it's easy to overlook the good things, the little victories, and the people who support us. But by making gratitude a habit, we force ourselves to stop and take notice of the positive, even in the midst of difficulty. A simple thank you becomes a tool to refocus our attention on what's going right. It allows us to pause and appreciate the effort, kindness, and generosity of others, as well as the small blessings in our own lives. It could be the kind word from a colleague, the help we receive from a friend, or even just the fact that we woke up in good health that day. When we develop the habit of expressing gratitude, we start to build a more positive outlook. Instead of focusing on what's missing or what's wrong, we actively choose to appreciate what's present, and this shift in focus can greatly impact our overall mental and emotional well-being. As we practice gratitude more frequently, we begin to notice a change in how we interact with others. Gratitude fosters a mindset of generosity and empathy, and these qualities are contagious. When we express appreciation, not only does the recipient of our thanks feel valued, but we also create an atmosphere of kindness and positivity. In the workplace, for example, regular expressions of gratitude can help foster an environment of collaboration and trust. When team members consistently acknowledge each other's contributions, it reinforces a sense of mutual respect and support. This culture of appreciation can lead to increased motivation, better communication, and stronger relationships within a team. The habit of gratitude also extends to our personal relationships, deepening the connections we have with others. In our interactions with family and friends, expressing thanks regularly strengthens the emotional bonds we share. When we thank our loved ones, whether for a small gesture or a larger sacrifice, we let them know that we do not take them for granted. Gratitude reinforces feelings of love and affection, creating an atmosphere where both parties feel seen, appreciated, and valued. Over time, this can lead to stronger, more resilient relationships where both individuals feel understood and supported. What makes gratitude such a powerful habit is its ability to shift our internal dialogue. Many of us spend a significant amount of time criticizing ourselves or focusing on our shortcomings. We may dwell on mistakes, shortcomings, or the things we haven't yet accomplished. This kind of thinking can be draining and demotivating. However, when we intentionally practice gratitude, we begin to retrain our brains to focus on what's good in our lives. By acknowledging the kindness of others and expressing appreciation for the things we have, we start to reframe our mindset. We learn to appreciate our own efforts and progress rather than focusing solely on what we haven't done. This positive reinforcement helps build self-esteem and encourages us to continue striving for growth, even in the face of setbacks. The habit of gratitude also serves as a reminder of our interconnectedness. We live in a world where individualism is often celebrated, but gratitude calls attention to the fact that we are all part of a larger community. Saying thank you is an acknowledgement that we rely on others, that we are not solitary beings navigating life alone. Whether it's our family, friends, co-workers, or even strangers, we depend on the generosity and support of others. The more we practice gratitude, the more we realize how interconnected we truly are. This awareness of our shared humanity can increase our compassion and empathy toward others, which leads to a more positive and inclusive environment. One of the most powerful aspects of gratitude is its ability to build resilience. Life is filled with challenges, and it's easy to get bogged down by disappointments or obstacles. But when we cultivate a habit of gratitude, we are better equipped to navigate difficulties. Instead of becoming consumed by frustration or negativity, we can take a moment to reflect on the good things in our lives. This shift in perspective doesn't erase the challenges we face, but it does help us approach them with a greater sense of hope and determination. When we focus on what we have to be thankful for, we are reminded that we are capable of overcoming adversity, and that even in the most difficult times, there are things worth appreciating. Furthermore, gratitude fosters a sense of fulfillment. In a world that constantly pushes us to achieve more, accumulate more, and reach higher, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that happiness lies in what we don't have. However, the more we practice gratitude, the more we realize that fulfillment comes not from the pursuit of more, but from appreciating what is already here. By taking time to thank others for their contributions and acknowledging the blessings in our own lives, we find a sense of contentment and peace that transcends material achievements. This sense of fulfillment can lead to greater satisfaction in both our personal and professional lives. In the end, the habit of gratitude has the potential to reshape not just how we think, but how we live. It changes the way we approach each day, the way we interact with others, and the way we perceive our circumstances. It is a habit that brings us closer to the present moment, reminding us that there is always something to be thankful for. It teaches us to value the relationships we have, to appreciate the kindness we receive, and to recognize the good in our lives even during difficult times. As gratitude becomes a regular part of our lives, it strengthens our character, enhances our well-being, and deepens our connections with the people around us. By making gratitude a habit, we create a life that is more positive, fulfilling, and connected to the world in meaningful ways. When we take the time to express gratitude, it does more than just acknowledge the efforts of others. It also strengthens the bonds we share with those around us. Saying thank you plays a vital role in deepening relationships, whether they are personal, professional, or even casual. Relationships are built on communication, trust, and mutual respect, and gratitude acts as a key ingredient in fostering and maintaining these elements. It is easy to take the people around us for granted, especially those who are always there for us, whether it's family members, friends, or colleagues. However, by consistently offering our thanks, we remind them that their presence, efforts, and support matter. In personal relationships, expressing gratitude is a way of demonstrating affection, care, and recognition. Whether it's a simple thank you for a thoughtful gesture or an acknowledgement of the emotional support someone has offered, expressing gratitude strengthens the emotional ties between individuals. In a romantic relationship, for instance, a sincere thank you can reinforce the feeling of being valued and loved. It tells the other person that their actions and presence are not overlooked. This expression of appreciation can go a long way in making both individuals feel seen and understood, creating a deeper emotional connection. The importance of gratitude in friendships is equally significant. Close friends often provide us with emotional support, comfort, and companionship, sometimes without asking for anything in return. Their unconditional support is a gift, and acknowledging this by saying thank you not only shows that we do not take them for granted, but also strengthens the bond we share with them. When we take the time to express our gratitude, it shows that we value the friendship and that their presence in our lives is meaningful. It also serves as a reminder that we are there for them too, fostering a sense of mutual respect and support. In families where members are often intertwined in daily routines and responsibilities, gratitude can sometimes get lost in the shuffle of life. Parents, siblings, children, and extended family members frequently take on roles and responsibilities out of love and care for each other. However, in the midst of daily tasks and obligations, it's easy to overlook how much effort goes into maintaining the family unit. By offering a simple thank you for a family member's actions, whether it's helping with chores, offering advice, or just being there when needed, we acknowledge that their contributions are valued. In doing so, we help foster a culture of appreciation within the family, reinforcing positive relationships and creating a more harmonious environment. It's a small gesture that can have a lasting impact on family dynamics, ensuring that each person feels recognized and loved. In the professional world, gratitude is equally important in building strong relationships and fostering a positive work environment. In any job, whether it's in leadership, management, or peer roles, expressing gratitude helps to create a culture of appreciation. When employees feel appreciated, they are more likely to stay motivated, engaged, and loyal to the organization. A simple thank you for a job well done can improve morale, making individuals feel that their contributions are valued. When management takes the time to acknowledge the efforts of their employees, it helps to create a work environment based on mutual respect and trust, where everyone feels motivated to contribute their best. Gratitude in the workplace is not just limited to managerial roles. It also plays a critical role in relationships between colleagues. When coworkers express thanks for each other's help or for the work being done, it promotes collaboration and teamwork. It creates an atmosphere of mutual respect where everyone is willing to lend a hand and support one another. Furthermore, expressing gratitude can break down barriers, reduce competition, and promote unity within teams. When people feel appreciated, they are more likely to go above and beyond, not out of obligation, but out of genuine motivation and goodwill. It helps to create a more positive and productive work culture where everyone is working toward the same goals and supporting each other along the way. Moreover, gratitude is an essential tool for maintaining strong professional networks. In business settings, saying thank you can strengthen connections and build lasting relationships. Whether it's a colleague who helped with a project, a mentor who offered guidance, or a client who trusted you with their business, expressing appreciation shows that you recognize their value. This small but meaningful gesture can lay the foundation for future collaboration and mutual support. Gratitude is a social glue that helps to solidify professional connections, making it more likely that people will want to continue working with you in the future. It is an investment in relationships that can open doors and lead to new opportunities. In all these contexts, whether personal, professional, or societal, saying thank you is a powerful way to acknowledge the efforts and contributions of others. It builds stronger relationships, encourages continued acts of kindness, and creates an environment where people feel valued and appreciated. The impact of a heartfelt thank you extends far beyond the moment of expression, leaving a lasting impression on both the giver and the receiver. It helps create a culture of respect, gratitude, and connection that benefits everyone involved. Ultimately, by making gratitude a habit, we contribute to building stronger, more positive, and more supportive relationships in all areas of our lives. The impact of a meaningful thank you extends far beyond the moment it is spoken. While we often think of gratitude as a simple exchange of words, the effect of expressing genuine appreciation can be profound and transformative. It not only improves the emotional health of both the giver and the receiver, but also shapes the way we interact with the world. A sincere thank you is an expression of acknowledgement that can alter the dynamics of our relationships, boost self-esteem, and create a culture of kindness. It is often in the simplest of gestures that we find the most significant impact, especially when these words are spoken with sincerity and intention. When we express genuine gratitude, we are acknowledging that someone's actions have made a positive impact in our lives. A thank you is not just a polite formality, it is an acknowledgement of the time, effort, or thought that someone has invested in us or our well-being. This simple expression of thanks has the power to lift spirits, validate efforts, and foster a sense of recognition. Whether it's a colleague helping with a project, a friend offering emotional support, or a stranger showing kindness, the words thank you have the power to let others know their actions were meaningful. This recognition strengthens the emotional bond between people and creates a sense of mutual respect. A meaningful thank you can also have a lasting impact on the mental and emotional health of both the giver and the receiver. For the recipient, hearing genuine appreciation can lead to a sense of validation, boosting their self-esteem and reinforcing their sense of self-worth. It is easy to feel unnoticed or unappreciated, especially in environments where people are often focused on their own concerns or responsibilities. When someone takes the time to thank us for our efforts, it reinforces the idea that we matter, that our actions have value, and that we are an important part of the lives of others. This recognition can have a powerful effect, fostering feelings of pride, accomplishment, and connection. For the giver of thanks, expressing gratitude also has profound benefits. When we take the time to express appreciation, we are forced to reflect on the positive aspects of our lives, shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have. This practice of acknowledging the good that exists in our world, whether big or small, can help cultivate a mindset of abundance. We begin to realize that there is much to be thankful for, even in the midst of difficulty or challenges. This shift in perspective can reduce feelings of stress, anxiety, or frustration, and increase feelings of contentment and joy. It also encourages a sense of emotional resilience as we are reminded that there is always something positive, even in the hardest of times. Moreover, the act of expressing gratitude can serve as a catalyst for fostering positive emotions. It is well documented that gratitude is closely linked to emotional well-being. Studies have shown that regularly practicing gratitude leads to increased happiness and reduced feelings of depression. When we express thanks, we activate the brain's reward center, triggering feelings of pleasure and satisfaction. These positive feelings not only improve our mood, but also create a ripple effect, influencing our interactions with others and shaping the way we approach life. By saying thank you, we engage in an act that promotes positive thinking and emotional health, which over time contributes to a more optimistic and hopeful outlook on life. The power of a sincere thank you extends beyond personal relationships and affects professional environments as well. In the workplace, expressions of gratitude can transform the dynamics of a team. When colleagues feel appreciated for their contributions, it fosters a sense of belonging and camaraderie. Gratitude can break down barriers, reduce conflict, and promote collaboration. A team that regularly expresses appreciation is likely to experience higher morale, greater job satisfaction, and increased productivity. Employees who feel recognized and valued are more likely to stay motivated, perform well, and take pride in their work. This positive reinforcement helps to create a culture of support, where individuals are encouraged to continue contributing their best. Gratitude also plays a crucial role in leadership. A leader who regularly expresses thanks to their team creates an environment of trust and respect. Acknowledging the efforts and contributions of employees not only boosts morale, but also encourages open communication and transparency. When a leader takes the time to recognize the hard work of their team, it reinforces the idea that every individual is an integral part of the organization's success. This sense of value and appreciation motivates employees to remain engaged, productive, and loyal to the company. It creates a workplace where people feel seen, heard, and empowered to perform their best. In addition to improving relationships and emotional well-being, expressing gratitude has the power to create a broader cultural shift toward kindness and empathy. In communities, whether large or small, the act of saying thank you can influence how individuals treat one another. When people make a habit of expressing appreciation for the efforts of others, it creates a culture of positivity and respect. This culture can permeate every interaction, fostering a greater sense of unity and connection. Gratitude encourages a shared understanding that we are all interconnected and that every small act of kindness has value. As this culture of gratitude spreads, it fosters an environment where kindness is the norm rather than the exception. Furthermore, the habit of saying thank you can be particularly powerful in the context of service and generosity. When people offer help, whether through small acts of kindness or larger gestures, expressing gratitude reinforces the idea that these actions matter. It encourages people to continue helping, giving, and supporting others. This reciprocity is essential in building and maintaining communities that thrive on mutual care and support. When we say thank you, we are not only acknowledging the generosity of others, but also encouraging them to continue offering their kindness to others, thus perpetuating a cycle of giving. Saying thank you also plays a role in shifting our perspective on the world. In a society where materialism and success are often prioritized, expressions of gratitude remind us to value the intangible aspects of life. Gratitude draws attention to the emotional and relational connections that bring meaning to our lives. It reminds us that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the bonds we share with others and in the kindness that we exchange. This shift in focus can lead to a more fulfilling life, where the things that truly matter are given the attention and appreciation they deserve. The power of a meaningful thank you lies in its simplicity and sincerity. It is easy to forget how much impact a few well-chosen words can have. In both personal and professional settings, the act of saying thank you serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of connection, appreciation, and kindness. It strengthens relationships, boosts emotional health, and creates a culture of respect and positivity. Whether expressed in small, everyday moments or in more significant occasions, a heartfelt thank you carries a weight that can leave a lasting impression. It is a small gesture with the power to change lives and create a ripple effect of kindness, compassion, and recognition that spreads far beyond the moment it is spoken. Thank you.